Hey, how are you? I did a little thinking and chirp, 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 chirpy love. Yes. What's on your mind? Hmm? Chirp. Yes. Can I help you? Chirp. Yes. Do are you interested in a snack or something? Maybe after. Okay. After. Okay. First we do this. Then you can have a snack. Okay, chirpy love. So a a couple days ago, I talked about music that I used to like, and I said how now it seems like people are very accepting of other people's taste in music, and how that was how that was different from when I grew up, because when I grew up, the kind of music and radio stations that you listen to were really important in determining the kinds of friends you can hang out with. So I thought about how right now, to me, it seems like their music is something that everyone enjoys, and we listen to it on our phones, computers, uh, laptops, tablets, like anywhere you can access it. So I was I thought that, well, if everyone can access any music they want at any time, then that means like everyone can listen to exactly what they want. And if everyone like just can say, I want to really listen to this right now, and just cue it up on your phone and then start listening. I was thinking how if you could just think of it, want it, and get it, then people are happy with it. And if you're happy with your music, any music that you want to listen to or enjoy, then then uh, why not mean everyone? Everyone can just enjoy the music they want to enjoy whenever they want. And then I um, saw in the movie Inside Out 2 that there was a scene with the girls asking each other, "So, what kind of music do you like?" And the main character, Riley, got she felt nervous about sharing her favorite band and her kind of music. And when she did, the older girls who uh, were the older girls were like joking and judging her, and Riley felt embarrassed. And it kind of hit me that it still happens, even after all this time. Hmm. One of the uh, one of the most nervous and kind of nerve wracking things that I used to do with music was when I would go to the music store and I would save up enough money to buy a new CD or something. I would have a real hard time trying to pick one. And that's because the I could only get one CD, and that meant I could only either get one album from one artist and get, all however many songs might have come on it, 10, 12, 14 songs on one CD, or get one of the compilation CDs, right, with a lot of popular music, or like the Billboard top hits from this year or that year or something. And that was that I felt a lot of pressure with that, because like if I buy a CD, that was kind of all of all of the money I was saving up. So I wanted to make sure I got a good one. And it was tough to really know what you were going to get on them, because bands that might have had like two or three or four albums at the time, like for example, Pearl Jam, uh, I would hear like a new Pearl Jam song on the radio, but I didn't own any Pearl Jam CDs. But I just knew that there was a song that I really liked, and the song was Daughter. And so when I saved up enough money to go to the music store and try and get it, first I would have to think, okay, what CD do I want? And then I'd have to remember, oh, okay, well, let's see. There's a Pearl Jam song that I really like on the radio, but then there was a new one from, by, I don't know, like a brand new band that the was on the radio, started playing and started getting popular. So you'd want to get that CD because other people at school might have it and they start listening to it and they're like, oh yeah, have you heard this song? And you'd want to maybe own that so that you can say that you have it too. And so you're weighing that with spending your money on music that you think other people also listen to, so you could share something in common. And yeah, so you could share something in common, just like how Riley felt in the movie, and then weighing that against something that you might actually like, but that you, for whatever reason, well, weighing it that way. So for me, I would try to get what I like. So the reason why that could be challenging back then was, let's say Pearl Jam had like 3 albums or something at the time, and I would have to somehow figure out like what what was the song, what was it called, and on which album is it. And I'm gonna go I'm gonna go to the shop, search through rows and rows of CDs and like get the albums and then see look on the back for the names of the tracks and try and think, okay, I'm trying to replay the song in my head, trying to remember lyrics, and sometimes I wouldn't even know or remember the name of the track or song. So then I would have to take like a wild guess, like, well, on the back of this CD, there's uh there's songs that might sound or seem like it's the song that I heard on the radio without actually knowing. And then you say, okay, well, might as well get it. And then you take a shot at it. You spend all your money, you take it home and you listen to each track, and then you learn, darn, it's not on here. So spent that money, and now I gotta save up enough to get another one. And believe it or not, it, at least for me, it happened a few times. Not just with Pearl Jam. Gosh, what were some others? Oh, there was a Rob Zombie song that I heard for the first time on the PlayStation game Sledstorm, and it was Dragula. And I did not grow up listening to Rob Zombie at all. But playing this game and hearing that song, I'm like, oh my god, this is good. I gotta get this. So now same kind of thing where it's like, okay, now you go to the music store, and now here's the Rob Zombie section, and holy crap, where there were a lot of CDs, and I ended up not getting any of them because by the time from playing the game one time, like renting it and playing it, remembering there's a song by Rob Zombie, not remembering what it's called, not remembering what any of the lyrics are or what they meant, and being able to like being able to surmise what the title of that song was, and then in Rob Zombie songs and titles might be very sort of abstract kinds of stuff. So it was. I might as well just completely like close my eyes and just guess at that point. And I was lucky enough to meet one guy who liked and owned every single Rob Zombie CD at some point. So I asked him, "Hey, can I borrow these? Can I listen to these?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." And it took me like 2 days of listening to every single one of the CDs, but I eventually tracked it down and found it. And I also found a couple other Rob Zombie songs that I liked that I never heard before, but just kind of uh, discovered doing that. So, not now, Chirpy Love, not now. And then the other one was Ozzy Osbourne and Crazy Train, because again, growing up, didn't listen to Ozzy, and the song played on a commercial for trucks. It was like either a Ford or a Chevy commercial that had the intro to Crazy Train, and I remember hearing it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. Like, where was this music when I was growing up? So I said, okay, now I gotta find it and get it. And went back to my friend, and sure enough, he had a few Ozzy CDs, and I'm like, hey, do you know the song from that commercial? And he's like, what? What commercial? You know, with the trucks and it's Ozzy Osbourne and something. And he's like, oh. So I listened to a bunch of Ozzy CDs and came across Crazy Train. There it is, man. And and then much later in life, I got back into the adult contemporary and was really into trying to find and track down all of the songs I used to listen to on the radio, but I was so young that I didn't know who the artist was or the title of the name of the track or the album or anything about it. I just knew there was the song, I knew the melody, and I knew it was from long ago. But now there's YouTube and and Spotify and Pandora and yeah, it's everywhere. Anything that you wanted to look up, now you can just search and listen. So all the music is there at your fingertips. The but the thing that hasn't changed is, I guess, kids still want to fit in with others and enjoy the same music, even if they used to like it and grew out of it. I guess we still do it. So hmm. One more thing. There was a song that when I first heard it, I I, I didn't understand the lyrics and what like what it meant or just but when you get older, like some songs just hit you different. And a song that I feel much differently about as a grown up and a dad is Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. There's there are about, I would say, maybe 4 songs that will make me cry every time I hear it. But that's one of them. I might tell you, I'll tell you the other ones some other time. Yes, I think Chirpy Love wants a snack. Yes.